Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we have been doing a little more conquering up here, but mostly we've just been waiting for our truce with Rome to expire. We also conquered Dubrovnik over here last episode. But while we are at war with Rome right now, unfortunately it's not really a war that's going to gain us anything. We've just been, or they've been called in as an ally in the Lesser Armenian War against these guys. So, unfortunately neither of us is a primary participant here, and unlike EU4 for example, there's no chance of us getting anything from Rome even though we are fighting them. But that's fine. We do still have our truce right now, so we couldn't be in a more productive war with them right now anyway. He is changing crown laws, that's fine. And it looks like our allies' army here is going to get beaten. Pirates sighted. Oh yes, we also lost our secret of Greek fire in the last episode, so we're no longer able to manufacture it and hold off sieges. Strange reports have surfaced of a pirate fleet in the Black Sea, not a pirate seat, though that does sound like a pretty good seat. If witnesses are to be believed, the pirates burn those who will not surrender with a sea fire spewed forth from the prows of their galleys. Could it be that these pirates have somehow obtained the formula for liquid fire? If this critical weapon enters widespread use by the enemies of the Empire, we will lose a decisive edge. The Megas Du, possibly, has drawn up a plan to dispatch a small naval task force to the Black Sea, which will seek out and capture these brigands. Your spymaster has suggested an alternate plan, however. Spies will be planted in every major port around the whole sea until they manage to infiltrate the pirate gang and uncover their secret hideouts. So we can either deploy the fleet or send in the spies. I think we'll try to send in the spies. Take the sneaky approach. An old veteran has offered me some useful suggestions on how best to conduct the ongoing war. Okay. So we'll get extra levies and morale and stuff. And chariot races are scheduled to be held soon at the Hippodrome. 8 charioteers from the traditional blue and green teams will be competing for the glory or for glory on the track. You may choose to throw your weight behind one of these factions and bet on them in a show of support. So we can wager 25 gold on either the blues or the greens, or say we have no time for silly games. Let's go for the blues, why not? The blue team lost the race after a nail-biting final lap. To the cheers of the crowd, the triumphant green charioteer makes a victory lap. As he passes your seat, he flashes a gloating smile and gives you a little wave. Fortunately, your quick-thinking servants removes your wine cup before you can hurl it at him. That little. We lose 25 prestige. Okay. If I knew who that was, he'd be going straight into the dungeons. We have raiders over here, so we should probably go ahead and raise some troops to deal with them. Not that they can actually siege that holding, but we may as well chase them out since we're not doing anything else. Oh, it looks like actually our vassal is taking care of it. Really should have more faith in our vassals to do things. Word from your spies. News has arrived from the Black Sea. One of your spies succeeded in infiltrating the pirate fleet and has spent the past month as an oarsman on one of their galleys. Information about the origins of their miraculous sea fire was apparently restricted to their ranking officers, and he never did manage to learn the location of their hideout. There is good news, however. He brought a prisoner with him when he escaped from their fleet, a woman named Eleni. Your spy tells you that this old hag has quite the temperament and that she claims to be the wife of the pirate king himself, a man named Kyrillos. If this is true, you may have gained a hostage worth her weight in gold. Okay, treat her well. We may need her. We gain 1 intrigue as well, which is nice. I don't know if these events, by the way, are part of one of the HIP modules or if they're part of the vanilla game, since I don't think I've ever actually played as the Byzantine Empire in vanilla. Fate smiles upon me, my wife is pregnant, okay. Could have a 3rd child. The letter. A letter was found this morning nailed to the doors of the Great Palace. It appears to have been written in blood. presumably from the dead palace guard left impaled on a spear in the garden. Wow. It reads, "Enough games, Basileus. I am in possession of something you want, and you must realize by now that it cannot be seized by force of arms. I propose a trade. On the back of this letter you will find a map to a small island in the Aegean. Bring plenty of gold, and I will bring the formula of your liquid fire as well as the last surviving alchemist with the knowledge to produce it. Signed, King Kyrillus the Magnanimous." You can say, "An excellent opportunity for an ambush," or "I cannot risk backstabbing this man." Are we a particularly daring and ruthless character? I don't know, we are brave and greedy. I guess we would prefer not to give him gold if we can avoid it. I think we should go for an ambush. The deal. You set sail with a small fleet for the island of Kyrillus, indicated in his letter. As you draw near, you order the rest of your ships to disperse and cover any potential escape routes while you approach with your flagship. The Pirate King has already arrived at the small barren island, and you make your landing with Eleni and a small shore party of trusted Varangian guardsmen. Kyrillus stands surrounded by his brigands. "I see ye brought my wife," Kyrillus says. "If you think you can barter with her, you will be disappointed, but I will lower the ransom by 1/3 if you promise to keep her." She objects loudly at this, but the pirates push a frail old man holding a scroll forwards, and you grudgingly provide the ransom. With the deal concluded, you take Eleni back to your ship, and both groups depart. Okay, so did we not ambush them after all? Or maybe we're going to ambush them afterwards and take the gold back. So for now, we lose 50 gold. Returning home, you set course for Constantinople, and your men confirm that the old man is indeed one of the missing alchemists. The formula he brought also seems genuine. Before you reach the Dardanelles, you meet up with the rest of your fleet. The ambush you planned was a success. They managed to intercept Kyrillus and his galley, and after a fierce struggle they captured both the Pirate King and the ransom. With the secrets of liquid fire safely returned to the Empire, and with the criminal who stole it tied up in the hold of your ship, it seems this matter can finally be put to rest. As you approach the Bosphorus and the shining city of Constantinople comes into view, you take a deep breath of fresh sea air. It is good to be Basileus. Bring us into dock. Courtier named Kyrillus appears at the court. We gain 1 intrigue, we gain 71 gold, actually more than we gave in ransom, and this affair has been settled. Great. Let's check out this pirate. He is a hedonist and a drunkard, but ambitious and an intricate web weaver. Okay. Can we execute him? It would cost us 10 piety. I think we'll just leave him to rot in the dungeons. My son is a charitable little rascal. He just gave his newest toy to the smith's son. Charitable is okay, I suppose. More diplomacy. I guess he could stand to gain some diplomacy. And he even gains 1 extra. So... oh, there's a monophysite uprising here, which the Sultan of Rum is fighting for some reason. My son is turning into an arrogant little braggart. I might have to rein him in a bit. I guess we'll tell him that pride goeth before a fall. Need to appoint a new steward. We could appoint you, or we could improve this guy's opinion. I don't think he's actually in any factions, though, so... I think 51 is just fine, and we'd be better off appointing the better character. We'll have him collect taxes for us. So our ally is down to 41%. It looks like Rome is going to beat this religious uprising here, so they should be able to continue to win this war. My prisoner is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeons, asking for more suitable accommodations. Well, I guess we'll just ransom this guy, if possible. Take the gold. And our truce with this can... no, not this one. This one is expiring, so we could go to war with him again. I think we'll maybe not do that, though. We're just going to have to end up building more castles. We inherited title from this guy. We'll just re-grant it to you. As hereditary. Need a new marshal as well, or grand domestic rather. This courtier who hates me would actually be the best person for the job. Okay, we'll give him the job and see what we can do about improving his opinion and maybe getting him to convert. We can put him in charge of the palace or give him one of these titles that we have 4 available of. We're gonna have to give him a gift as well, but it should only be 20 gold. And okay, we can't actually do that till we're at peace, but theoretically we could do it. And we had another daughter born in the purple, okay. And our steward has collected a tithe for us already, which I appreciate. So it's 1098. I think our truce lasts until 1099, just over a year. So with any luck, this war will be finished by then and we'll be able to declare our own war against Rome. Alright, we inherited this title, we'll go ahead and grant it to this guy. And we need to appoint a new Chancellor type guy. I guess you'll do just fine. Let's check out our factions and see where, if anywhere, we need to send him. Crete, I guess? Or this guy, maybe. Well, he doesn't seem that powerful. Can't imagine Crete is that powerful either, though. Or this guy. I suppose it doesn't matter too much then. We'll just send him to one of those. You will do just fine. Minus 71% for our vassal here. One of my courtiers has criticized the strategies and tactics I've been employing during this war. You mean the strategy of doing absolutely nothing and staying in my castle? We could say that our 11-year-old son is the one who's criticizing us. So we could say that he has a point, say that nobody questions me, or we can explain in detail the reasoning behind my cunning decisions to not help out our ally at all. Let's do that. Okay, the Sultan is inheriting something. 73 against our ally. The world will not weigh me down anymore. I have a new spring in my step, joy in my heart, and a smile on my face. So we are no longer going to be stressed. That's good news. No more health penalty. We could consider changing our character focus, but I think we'll hold on to the extra diplomacy for the moment, since we still aren't completely free of faction problems. Our 76%. Hopefully they'll sit still and do some more sieges here. 89. My prisoner is complaining. We'll see if we can ransom her. No, we'll just let her rot then. Okay, we have a new vassal, that's okay. And betrothed can marry. This is, let's see, our brother and this person. Alright. That's fine. Non-matrilineal, so that will put him, or put his children who will be of our dynasty on the throne of whatever title this is up here in Sweden. Probably not going to be too useful to us, but who knows? Maybe they'll end up becoming rulers of Sweden at some point. And there is the war over with. Okay, so we are not quite out of our truce. We're waiting until August. I guess we can maybe hold a summer fair in the meantime. Could have time for that. Okay, we inherited this. Let's grant it out as hereditary. Sure, you can have it. And raiders again, we'll assume that our vassal will take care of them. I have given the order that a summer fair should be held in Constantinople, should make the peasants happy. And we've gained a tithe, which more than pays for the fair. It's very nice. I had invited a monkey trainer to the summer fair, and the performance went well until one of the monkeys refused to ride on top of a pig. The trainer beat the monkey with a stick, which led the other monkeys to attack the trainer, biting him and hitting him with his own stick. Definitely sounds like it serves him right. Oh, and Rome is going to war again. Even if the church frowns upon jugglers and calls them gleemen, I enjoy the humorous and bawdy acts during the summer fair. One of them can juggle 9 apples at the same time. Sounds amazing. Defending in somebody's conquests. Only as an ally, though. Okay. The peddlers are loading their wares and the merchants are taking down their stalls. The jugglers, strolling players, and other entertainers are preparing to leave. The summer fair is over for this year. And we gain a little prestige. My prisoner is complaining. He can get ransomed. And 40 days left in our truce. Okay, somebody is usurping things. And our truce is expired. Okay, so let's inspect our CBs. So we have Religious Reconquest available, which we can actually do. We no longer have the Holy War cooldown. And we can do de jure claims for single counties, which obviously is not going to be our best option here. Or we have Imperial Reconquest on basically anything we want, or we can have Press All Claims, which I assume refers to these two claims. Even though they're not highlighted on the map when I select this CB. Well, I think we go for this one. These are claims on duchy titles, so we should get old duchies here. So this one's going to give us 2 duchies, whereas any other CB would only give us 1. Which makes it, I think, a pretty easy choice. If we scroll down past our many and various other CBs. Okay, let's get our troops raised. So we have 14k available from vassals now. We'll raise our domain troops as well, since we may need them. I'm not convinced we're going to need the troops from the islands, though, so we'll not bother with them. And we'll have everyone meet up over here. Okay, so that other war is over. And the Sultan is calling all kinds of people to arms. Okay, it could be problematic. Though some of them are very distant, so we probably don't have to worry about them. Okay, somebody died a natural death. I'm sure we're all very sad. And our vassals are going to be annoyed about all of their levies being raised. It's for the good of the Empire, guys. Just get over it. Alright, with our first 12,000 here, we can head across the straits and attack the army. And we can get military tech. I guess we'll go for light infantry, why not? Why won't you die? The enemy warrior screams as he lunges at you. Moments later, he falls down dead, slain by your own hand. He was too reckless. We gain 2 prestige. And our first battle is a victory. Though not a particularly difficult one. But we're just about out of time for this episode, so we're going to have to continue the rest of this war in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.